What's happening, guys? Welcome to another video. So I've had a few messages on Instagram, and people have been saying that they've been looking at buying a Vectra VXR, but they've heard some horror stories about and they don't know whether to buy one. So they've been asking me a load of questions, and I was like, well, do you know what, I'll just do a video. I'll explain the costs, what you should look out for when you're buying one. So this has got 123 mile, full service history, and the general stuff that you need to look out for is timing chain, your water pump, coil packs and plugs. You want to make sure that it's being serviced quite regular. If you go look at it and the chains are rattling or it feels like it's misfiring, stay away from it, because there's going to be another one out there. If you hold out, if there's no for sale, wait, hold out, and there will be one at some point that's worth your time. If you buy that one with the chains rattling because you're an eager beaver and you want to just get in one and feel the power, you're going to be short on power straight away. They do tend to lose power when the chains are on the way out, they tend to misfire as well. Also, I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, so you want to make sure that it's got that history there. Mine personally, these got done about 28 to 30,000 mile ago, so I'm in safe hands. They got done with Nick Lloyd, which is a well-known person that does the chains and other little bits on these. So if you currently have a Vectra VXR, you need to be getting in touch with a lad called Nick Lloyd, and he'll sort you out for chains, or else we're on about them. If you do get one, or you have got one, and your chains are rattling, yeah, you want to be, you'll be looking at somewhere between 1,000 to 14, maybe 1,500 for labour and parts. I think the timing chains are about £800 on their own, and then you've got your labour on top, and I think it's a full engine out job. So that's why I'm saying if the chains are rattling, you want to stay away, because it's going to be like probably half of what you pay for the car, because the price of these at the minute are pretty low for the car that you are getting. They are really, really low. Other things that you want to look out for is just general wear. So you want to be seeing if the front drop links have been done, the rear drop links. The rear ones aren't that bad. They are common on all the Vectras. So yeah, if you wear a slight knocking in the back when you're going over like slight bumps and that, don't be too concerned about it. Bargain, they might not know about it, they might do. If they're a Vectra owner, they probably will know about it. But you want to just try bargain on it. You're probably looking at about £80 labour with parts to get the banana arms on the back done. Check your front and rear discs, see how worn they are, because they're not cheap. Costs, I think they're like 380s on front, so that's when you start getting a bit pricey, when you need to be getting discs and pads. So keep a look out for them. As I say, you need to make sure that it has been serviced on a regular basis, just to make sure that the engine is healthy. Always, like you should with any car, check the water and oil, just to make sure there's no leaks. Because these VXRs, these Vectra VXRs, I've got a tendency for the water bottle issues. There was a recall on them over the sensors. The sensors do still freak out a bit on some of them, but you can rather solve that by just putting a bit more in. Some people would probably advise you not to do that, but I've got a couple of mates that are VAUXHALL technicians, and they said you just want to top it a slightly bit over the fill line and it'll solve it, which I've had to do it in this, but I've looked it up and it's a common issue. As I say, normally they got recalled for a different bottle about 4 years ago, 5 years ago-ish. You've got to look out for the pressure in your water system. So the common issue on them is if they've had the water bottle changed, the common issue is the cap. So what happens is, after a while, because they get so hot under the bay on these, it starts like warping the rubber that seals the cap. So if you're struggling with pressure issues, you want to just go out and get a new cap. I think they're about £18 from what I've had a look. I might buy one just to be on the safe side and put it in the boot, because if it goes, I really don't want to be blowing the fucking car up over a £18 cap. So I think I might get one of them, because they seem to be a common issue from what I've found. This one on here, the guy that bought it off, he replaced one about a year before I bought it, so I'm kind of expecting it might happen again, but we'll see. I had a question on how much is it to run. Well, I did a 200-mile trip back. I put £30 in. I got just over 200 mile, which ain't bad, but as I say, that's a straight run. I did a test. I put £20 in it. It lasted me all week to work. I only live a couple of mile away from where I live, and I managed. It's mixed driving, so you know what it's like. You drive nice and steady to work, so you don't really want to go, and then on way back you'll give it the odd little toodle foot, old ripperinos on way home once it's warmed up. Obviously you can't give it the full beans, but you'll know exactly what I mean. You're always in a rush more to get home, see the family and stuff like that. So with that £20, I managed, I think it were about 74 mile to £20. That's V-power as well. So it's not over bad. I want seeing, to be fair, much more out of my 150. I think out of £20 most weeks I was seeing probably, I don't know, out of £20 probably around 90 to 100 depending, but 9 out of 10 I had foot down in that. To be fair, it were a cheap car, it were a runner. That's all it was used for, is like a workhorse and a little piss about. So yeah, fuel wise, it's alright. If you're gonna go out, it's where the debate comes in, because people say there's shit on fuel. So if you're gonna be hooning it about, you're gonna need a very big bank balance, to be fair with you. I went out a couple of nights ago, had a little play with an RS4, and just had a little boot about, trying to get used to it. And yeah, I did, I think it was £30 worth of V-power in about 80 mile. And yeah, that's not good. It's not bad, but it's not good when you're doing £30 worth of e-power in probably what, 2 hours. So yeah, you've got to consider that. You've also got to consider the thing of the tax bracket. So it's a 2.8 V6 turbo. A lot of people don't think of this when they come to buy a car with this size engine. So with it being a 2.8 V6 turbo and the horsepower and the emissions it's putting out, there's actually 2 tax brackets for these. I always get mixed up which way it is. I think if I'd bought a year older, I think it is, I'd have been paying £355. I think I'd have been paying. But the one that I've got is £588. So yeah, it's not cheap, especially when on the diesel I was only paying like 190 for the year. In the month payments, I'm paying it in monthly. I'm not paying £588 straight out, and no chance. So yeah, £588 for the year. Keep that in mind when you are buying one, because you have got to pay your tax. The police are getting on top now, so you need to be making sure that you are paying that tax. And as I say, £48 a month. That's without thinking about your fuel. Me at the minute, I'm in a good situation. I can afford to pay the tax and the fuel, and hopefully at some point I'm going to be in a better position where I can afford to have the other car on the road at the same time. But I'm not too bothered at the minute. I could probably scrape by and do it, but I want to get the hybrid turbo and stuff on the other car. If you haven't seen the other car, go check it out. It's on a load of the other videos before I got this. But yeah, just keep that in mind when you go look at it, when you're buying it. Just ask them, is it the newer tax bracket or is it the older one? Just try save you send some money. It is rare that they've come up for sale, the lower tax brackets, just for the simple reason it's a lower tax bracket. It's what, £200 less to pay in the year on tax. Also there's the 255 model and the 280. This is the 280 model. More power, baby. So yeah, you want to be looking out for that as well. You want to be seeing if it's the 250 or the 280. Sorry guys, I've got hiccups now. You want to be looking at your insurance. The insurance on this is actually pretty cheap. I can insure this for probably a bit cheaper than what I could on a diesel, and that's no joke. It's actually cheaper to insure this than my diesel, but I think that's mostly down to the point of all the other running facts, that there's not that many of these on the road. You don't actually see many of them about. So yeah, that's an up point. So you've got to take rough with smooth really. Your tax might be higher, but your insurance might be actually cheaper. As daft as it is, I know, but that's how you've got to look at it. So yeah, I don't know really what else to cover. I think that is about it. Apart from like tuning aspects, you see some pretty good gains. You'll probably see like an extra 100 newton meters, and if it's the 280 model, you'll probably be looking at somewhere between 310 to 330 horsepower. Or if it's the 255, the ECUs are limited on them compared to the 280s. but you will see the same sort of gains. So if you've got the 255, you're going to still see between 310 to 330 depending on the mapper, and obviously about the same amount of torque, so you're going to be looking at like an extra 120 newton meters on the 150. But yeah, that's about it. So if you are looking to get a Vectra VXR, I'd say go for it. It's got all extras, leather interior, so yeah, go for it. There's plenty of room in them. That's why I've gone for it. I wanted like a nice fast daily that I could still get kid about in, because I can't just think about my sen. So yeah, if you're a family man and you're looking at getting a Vectra VXR, follow this guide and you won't go wrong at all. I've told you basically everything that you need to know, I think. Pretty sure I have. So yeah, till next time guys, hope you enjoyed this video. See you later.
Yeah.